Well, it's a good day, my friends, when we get to talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 and just anything that Nomura basically touches. Because that man, he is a mastermind. I'm still waiting for Kingdom Hearts 4. I think we all are waiting for Kingdom Hearts 4. But let's talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 because we got a little bit of information coming out about it, and I'm really excited. It was just about a year almost out from the release of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, if you haven't played it yet, I'm not going to spoil it, but it ends how you would probably expect it to end, and it's what I mean by that is just, you know, kind of in this sort of general scope of how you would expect Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to kind of you know, cut off at the end before going into Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. That's just a weird thing to say at this point. But anyways, so according to Eurogamer, who translated a Famitsu interview, I know there's kind of going down the wire here, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 story is apparently completed, and they're very satisfied as development continues without any sort of delay. Hopefully, it continues that way, and we don't have any sort of delay, you know, beyond this. Anything can happen between now and later. So the scenario for the third part of Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy is now complete. Eurogamer reports, saying that they spoke, you know, speaking to Famitsu, not they spoke, speaking to Famitsu ahead of the PC release of Rebirth alongside game director Naoki Hamaguchi, series producer Yoshinori, I believe is how you say his name, Katase. I'm bad. I'm still trying to learn Japanese. Okay, cut me a break. Confirmed the status of the next game, adding he's very satisfied with it. Hamaguchi stated development on the third game began right after Rebirth ended and is progressing without delay from the team's schedule, though it's still publicly unknown when the planned release date will be. Katase added Rebirth creative director Tetsuya Nomura was given homework to give the remake project a conclusion that both respected the original Final Fantasy VII and provided a new sense of satisfaction not felt in the original. This was completed by the end of 2024, they said. So they are done. The story, writing the story out. Obviously, this has nothing to do with actual production of the game. This is just the story portion of it. They go on to say, quote, "I am very satisfied with it, so I'm sure the fans will be satisfied with the final chapter," end quote. Earlier in the interview, Eurogamer goes on to say, the pair discussed the increased importance of the PC platform as player number increase. Katase noted how development costs are rising, so we need to deliver the game to a wider market. This is in line with Square Enix's current multi-platform strategy, Eurogamer notes. He even joked the PC version is convenient to play in window mode to look up strategies online. I do always appreciate that you can play in like full screen window mode. Hamaguchi added there's been interest from fans to add PC features to the PS5 version, specifically the option to fast forward cutscenes, which the development team would like to include within the limits of the PS5's capabilities. He also mentioned the possibility of adding a new game plus mode to the forthcoming third game. In a separate interview with Automaton, Hamaguchi stated that the option to speed up cutscenes in Final Fantasy VII Remake led to an increased interest in the game. Start quote, "Nowadays, many people watch videos and movies at double speed. I myself have little time, so I often use the speed up function," he said. "I think we are in an age where we should let the user decide what kind of experience they have, rather than letting long cutscenes become an obstacle that prevents people from playing the game. I think we should incorporate such time-saving functions more and more," end quote. Interesting, and you know, it doesn't hurt to add it, you know, like you can use it or not use it, right? Eurogamer goes on to say, lastly, Hamaguchi also clarified with Automaton the relationship between Cloud and Aerith. In a previous interview with Inverse, Hamaguchi described the relationship as sisterly, so I guess more kind of siblings kind of relationship, right? I'm adding that part when I'm saying kind of more of a sibling relationship. The quote ends with sisterly. Eurogamer goes on to say, Hamaguchi has now gone back on this comment, claiming it was a misunderstanding. Instead, he will communicate the relationships between characters solely through game content. No one will officially say anything about who Cloud likes, he said. So I guess, and that's the end of the report. So I guess in terms of the relationship with Cloud and Aerith, they didn't want to like kind of put too much into it. They wanted maybe like the player to imagine it, right? I mean, when you first played the game back in the day, you kind of, you know, tried to imagine like, you know, who does Cloud like, right? Aerith, you know, Tifa. So, you know, maybe by saying the whole sisterly relationship, they're like, you know what, maybe we're imposing too much onto the player, and we want to leave it a little bit more open for the player's interpretation and for them to kind of, you know, get a little bit of a feel for it themselves, which makes sense. That's probably why he backtracked the you know, the comment that he made on that. In terms of everything else, you know, Final Fantasy VII, you know, Remake Part 3, I guess we're going to call it for now. Obviously, it's not going to be called Remake Part 3. The first part was called Remake, the second Rebirth, and I don't know, the third one, maybe it's going to be called Reunion. That makes sense. I think it makes sense. Reunion might make sense, but we'll see. Whatever it's going to be called, let's just call it Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3, which is a very long title. You know, it's nice to know they're done the story and they're very satisfied with it, and what kind of went in their thinking process, at least generally speaking, to kind of produce this game. And then also hearing what they want to implement, right? Like New Game Plus, you know, the speed up function with for cutscenes, things like that. Excuse me. That's cool to hear as well. I think those are some good quality of life improvements that, you know, you could utilize or not. You know, like I said, the speed up function, maybe some people do want to kind of, you know, play the cutscenes at a faster speed. I get like time is short, but when, like, for me personally, when I'm playing a game, obviously I just want to experience the cutscene. Like, everything is too quick. People have too short of attention span, especially with, like, you know, TikTok being so popular and YouTube Shorts and whatnot. So, you know, I think it's nice to sometimes just sit back and enjoy something at the pace that it's supposed to be, you know, at. But the option to you know, be given to the player, you know, for those who do want to speed it up, I think doesn't hurt anything. It's a nice little option. So listen, I'm excited. There's not a ton we got going on in regards to this. And again, you know, obviously when I was saying at the beginning of the video, you know, Nomura, you know, I say it's always, you know, exciting, you know, any kind of game he touches, but, you know, obviously he's kind of like, he's kind of overseeing it all. But, you know, maybe he's not working as in depth with it. I'm not sure. Cause like, obviously he's working on Kingdom Hearts, as well, Kingdom Hearts 4. And, you know, we're still waiting for that. Kingdom Hearts 4 is like, I don't know when we're going to ever see that. And I'm just dying to see it at this point. I've been kind of, you know, playing a little bit, going back to Kingdom Hearts 1 recently a little bit, and, you know, Kingdom Hearts, you know, Memory of Melody, and man, I can't wait. So I love it. Final Fantasy 7, can't wait for Part 3. Now, when could we see a release date? Obviously, they're not saying anything. I don't know. We obviously seen Remake Part 1 come out on the PS4, and then a few years later, we've seen Rebirth come out on the PS5. So is this something that we're not going to see till the PS6? It's possible, because we're already pretty much like halfway-ish, maybe a little bit more halfway through the PS5's life cycle, I would say. So it's possible we don't see this till PS6. It's possible we don't see this for another like 2 years, to like 2027. Again, it's hard to say, you know what I mean? But the fact that they just only finished writing the story at the end of 2024, now they're going to go into like the active, you know, development, you know, actually developing the game itself now that they have the story. All right, all the actual voice acting and whatnot that's going to go into this. Well, I say voice acting, but a lot of games nowadays are like mocap. I'm not sure how they do Final Fantasy 7, I'll be honest. But either way, you know, all the acting, let's just say it like that, and goes into it. All of the actual, you know, the you know, everything else with the game itself. So there's a lot to get done. So I don't expect to see this probably till like at least 2027, but we'll see. Time will tell, obviously. And whenever it comes out, you know, Lord willing, all goes as planned. If I'm still around, and, you know, the world's still around, I'll be covering it here on the channel. I just like to say it like that, because, like, you know, we don't know what tomorrow brings, right? But yeah, I'm excited. Let me know what you think in the comments below about this information. Let me know if you guys are excited for Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. What did you think about Rebirth? I loved it. We played it here on the channel. If you want to see my playthrough of it, it's here on the channel. You can see my reactions and all that. But I can't wait. It's exciting. And I can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 4. You know, it just makes me think, because, like, you know, when I think of Final Fantasy VII, I always think about Kingdom Hearts and, you know, with Nomura and just what, you know, the stuff he works on. And I'm excited. So it's going to be good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave a like, subscribe for more. If you didn't, let me know what I could do to improve the content in the future, and hope to see you guys soon in another one. Tell them, friends. Game on. Thanks for watching. Hey,
Hey you! What are you doing? Join the Skeleton Army! Do it today! Don't wait till tomorrow because tomorrow might never come. The Earth is gonna fade, that's inevitable. The next second of your life's not even promised, so you better think about where you're going, and you might as well just join the Skeleton Army. Plus, we do kind of like you a little bit, so it'd be nice to see you around here. But if you don't want to, hey, your loss. See you later.